So Friday tea time. Finish work, start the weekend, heading to the Yorkshire Dales. We've arrived. So this is all new to me. Not a location very familiar to me. But the time of day I've chosen, i.e. what, 2 to 3 hours before sunset, is completely different to what I'm used to when I come here. When I've come before, I've opted for, let's say, the more moody days where there's more cloud cover, rain is in the air, a bit of mist sometimes as well. But today, or this evening, we have fairly clear skies, blue skies, and the horizon is looking fairly clear as well. So hopefully, come sunset, or some nice light. So more or less shooting into the sun here. It's to the right hand side, and I'm going to struggle getting it out of the frame, so I'm going to have to underexpose. Now it's of a tree I've shot before, I just love the shape of it, but as always in this location it's hard to find a complementary set of limestone which works, but I think this works because it's forming a kind of triangle which leads you into the shot and leads the eye into the tree. Of course, with summer you've got extra elements to take into account. In this case you've got the foliage and the wild flowers, but the light from the low angle sun is really helping me out here. I've got about 2 hours to go until the sun sets, and I'm determined to find something else, at least two, maybe one, at least two. Yeah, it's good to be out actually. I haven't been out with the camera for quite a while. Some football competition held me back. We did all right, didn't we? We did okay. And so I've just come out to the Dales, not to the lakes, that's probably next week, just to get the camera out, come to a place which I'm familiar with, and just see what it has to offer under different light. Moving on to find something else as the sun was getting lower and lower. The tips of these ferns caught my eye, which were backlit and felt would make a really nice foreground to midground subject, but I needed a tree for the background to just give it some context. I tried to make it as simple as possible and also eye-catching. One of my main problems was where to focus without the need to focus stack. I opted focus on the fern in the midground, which I think creates an overall fine art look. I underexpose as much as possible without losing the impact of the light and went for a square crop just to top things off. It really is a race against time now. Less than an hour to go until the sun dips, and I'll be honest, it's not a place you want to be wandering around looking for compositions. I'll try to fine-tune compositions when the time is not on your side. This is why I prefer sunrise. Give me a sunrise any time. But just thought this session had me different. And I tell you what, it's been enjoyable. I've never seen the location in such different light. The sun is momentarily in and out of a cloud, but I'm reckoning here it comes, in fact. Here it comes, it's just dipping below that cloud. I found another composition. I've got a lovely looking tree full of foliage, and again I'm just using the ferns in the foregrounds, taking advantage of these summer foliages. And I've also included the top of the fell as well with a bit of blue. I tried to get high above just to exclude the skyline, but I couldn't quite make it. But I'll try to make it as neat as possible. Now the light is coming back. The light's coming back. Right, come on, it's not over yet. It's not over yet. I'm gonna stay within this little area because there's no time to fine tune stuff. Handheld, I'm gonna fire it away. Already there's a few options. It's amazing what different light, what different options it gives you on a different light is what I'm trying to say. Got some nice specimens hanging around. Not the best ground to walk on is this limestone, so I'm going to be careful at the same time. Right, I'm going to put you down, see what I can do. The best of the light is gone, it's just about dipping. Just about dipping, but I think I've exhausted all my opportunities. It's been fun. A bit of hit and hope, but it's very good when you've got a camera capable of good handheld capabilities with the inbuilt image stabilization, so no tripod needed. In fact, I've already used my tripod once on it was the first shot. Light's coming out a little bit again now, but I'm going to call it a session. That's it for me. Been fun. Don't make it easy for myself, do I? I'll tell you what, yeah, preference is definitely sunrise, because for me you've got the day ahead as well, but sunsets are definitely a time, if you've got a specific composition in mind, just to come back. I don't really do my photography like that. I'm not a great planner. The only planning I do is my location. I know exactly where I'm going to go and at what time, especially in the Lakeland Fells. I don't know what I'm going to find. I just make the most of what is on offer. Okay, so the light is fading. By the way, I'm talking to a GoPro. I bought myself a GoPro. I've had a bit of change, a bit of rejuvenation, let's say, in my photography. Got rid of a couple of lenses, got rid of my 600mm and also my 85mm prime. I just weren't using them, so I've sold them, got a bit of money, purchased some inserts and the GoPro as well. It's not the best, the GoPro, especially under fading light, but I tell you what, it's very, very practical, and it will really help me out in my fell walking. So yeah, there you go. Right, okay. Oh, Christ. I'm getting old, my knees. Don't know why. Like fell walking maybe. Right, hopefully next time you'll see me, I'll be back in the Lake District. But which location will be my first one since I completed my Wainwrights? We shall see. Right, until next time, keep smiling, look after yourself. Bye bye for now.